So welcome. I have got live in the studio Fat Dog, half a Fat Dog. So excited to have you guys in. So I've got Chris Hughes keys, and I've got Morgan Wallace saxophone and keys. And yeah, thanks for coming in. It's a special Pancake Day, Shrove Tuesday broadcast edition. We have Gillian studiously creating some wonders.
Most important celebration of the year.
Fave pancake? What would you go for?
Probably lemon and sugar. No, I'm just saying that to please Gillian.
Well, that's what we've got.
You get butter and raspberry jam's nice.
Oh yeah,
that's a good one. Not the lemon and sugar isn't good, Gillian.
The lemon and sugar is just the classic, isn't it?
Well, I did lime and sugar once actually, and that was really good.
That's pretty exotic.
Yeah, just switching things up. Also, like Nutella, strawberries and cream, also a vibe,
that's a good bit of decadence.
Yeah, that is. So Chris and Morgan, how are you guys? How is life? It's been quite an exciting, well, I guess first 6 to 12 months for Fat Dog, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean the band's been going for a while, but I've also only been in the band for a little bit. I'm like the youngest member of the band in that sense, but yeah, it's been really good. I joined at just the right time.
Yeah, you did.
No struggle for me.
Yeah. So tell me a bit about then the origin story of Fat Dog. Like, how did you guys start making music together, and how did the band start?
It started with Joe, the main singer, making a lot of music in lockdown. I think most musicians did that. Everyone just went crazy and made loads of beats in their room. So he made all of the beats to start with, and then started like gradually getting live musicians in, and changed a bit over time, and it sort of settled to what it is now.
Yeah.
And then how did you meet Joe, and then Chris, how did you?
In kind of a weird way, I got like recommended over Instagram. I didn't actually know them, but they put out a thing saying they wanted a sax player, and some people sent my name, and I was like, okay, this seems fun. Just did like one gig, and then it sort of went from there.
Yeah.
I knew the old synth player. I went to school with him, and I went down to see Fat Dog one time, and I just immediately was like, I need to join this band. Got very drunk. I asked Will, the old synth player, if the band needed anything. He was like, we could do with a viola player.
Right.
So I was like, I play the viola. And then I went on eBay that night and bought a viola.
Did you?
Gave myself a week to learn it. And maybe audition the worst sounding thing I've ever done in my life. I think Joe liked my panache and my tenacity more than anything else.
Just the fact that you showed up, you'd given it.
Yeah.
And then 110%.
That's the most important
Always
thing.
Always got to give
right?
it 110%.
Yeah. So then were you kind of like, actually, I think I'd be better suited just doing keys?
Well, no, actually, I didn't hear from them for a while. And then Will left, and they were like, oh, you remember that guy, Chris? He was pretty confident. And I'm actually a bass player. I've been playing bass since I was like 6.
Yeah.
But they didn't need that. And I just said yes.
Amazing. So yeah, just sort of like thrown in at the deep end, and everything came together. And then you sold out Scala, didn't you, off the back of the festival?
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, that was a lovely time.
So good, because Scala's a kind of like iconic rite of passage, isn't it, for new bands coming up? It's like that. It's one of those venues. So how was that show? Was it epic?
I thought it was great.
I thought it was really good.
Because we've been playing the same songs for a while, and after a while you don't get the nerves that you sometimes get when you're playing. Like when we did our first tour, we had so many nerves every night that we were just like smashing it through sheer adrenaline, and that was the first time in a while that we'd had that. So having that back was great. It was a really nice feeling.
We were all like actually nervous beforehand, which it just felt really weird because we weren't used to it. But it was good. It was good to go on and be like, oh my god.
Yeah.
When you walk on.
Do it for the fans.
Yeah.
Were people going like, yeah, that's Slugs? Were people singing along and stuff?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the coolest things about doing these songs is that we haven't really released that much, and even before we released stuff, people were singing the lyrics to these songs at gigs. We're like, how do you even know them? Because the lyrics are really weird most of the time.
Also, the lyrics weren't actually finished. Like at the point that the fans knew them, Joe was sort of changing the lyrics every now and then, and they almost like finished it before we did.
Did they?
It's a similar thing to like the song names.
Yeah.
The fans have basically come up with all of them because we just have like working names, working titles, and then they'll just pick a lyric or something from one of the songs and be like, I really like Vigilante, and I'm like, oh that's good. That's good. So yeah.
And then I've got to ask why the name. I mean, I'm sure, and maybe this is a question for Joe.
I think this story sets the tone for a lot of Fat Dog, where I think it was just that Joe, when he was like, I'll do a set at the Windmill on his own, and Tim Perry was like at the venue already, like they met. He was like, so what are you actually gonna call it? And Joe just kind of went, Fat Dog. There was no real like background behind it. Joe just liked pictures of fat dogs.
Yeah.
Don't overcomplicate things.
I think it's good to have like a description and a noun though. We were like trying to make up band names again who just like describe it and have a thing, like I don't know, shiny fish or like something. It's quite a good
shiny
formula.
fish.
Yeah,
I think it's good.
That was what you came up with off the top of your head.
Yeah, I was trying to rename something on the overground with Joe, and he was just like, you know, that's a good formula.
Yeah,
it is, yeah.
I had 86 TVs come in who like some of the guys from the Maccabees. They're in a new band, and then they literally went through on the show their like whiteboard of like band names.
Yeah,
that
everyone's
make
got
the
one
cut.
in their notes app, like 1,000 band names.
And some of them were atrocious.
Well, no, but the thing
Let me
is,
tell you.
someone told me once that every band name is terrible until the band makes it as a band.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, oh, that's great. But when you think about it, like Cream.
Yeah.
Imagine when they were playing to like 7 people in a pub.
Yeah.
Cream.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Not so good. I saw a really fat dog yesterday, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was like, oh, I don't know if this is... And actually, there's a dog
That's
right
a very
outside the
svelte
studio.
dog. That dog's very svelte.
Very svelte dog who has just done its business.
Oh, nice.
The liquid
nice.
kind, though.
Come on.
Anyway,
You're famous,
dogs.
kid.
Yeah, you're famous. You're gonna be
on
a
air.
star. But yeah, no, I saw a really, but it was like a British bulldog, so they tend to be quite big, don't they?
Yeah.
He was an
Just
old
big
boy.
bones.
They always look like
big.
they're kind of flexion.
I got
Yeah.
told that my cat was big boned once by a vet, and I thought, I thought that was like a polite way of saying fat, but it is a genuine thing for cats apparently.
My dad was convinced that my dog wasn't fat. He was like, it's all muscle. And then we went to the vet, and the vet was like, your dog's obese. And I'll never forget, my dad came home after a day's work. Piper ran up to greet him, and he just looked at her and went, I'm sorry. It's so sad.
Oh. Yeah, it's kind of sad, isn't it? Like putting a dog on a diet.
Yeah, my
sad
dad
about
went
that.
on a diet with the dog.
Oh,
He was very sweet.
Solidarity with
Yeah,
Piper.
Trust me.
Me and Chris actually have the same name of our dogs.
Really?
It's prerequisite for being in the band. Your dog has to be called Piper.
Yeah.
Was that completely random?
Yeah, just
Complete
random,
coincidence.
Oh, that's cool. Let's play King of the Slugs. Tell me a bit about this. Yeah, just how did this track kind of come about? Like, what was the story of it?
I mean, there's Joe's story as to why the lyrics are what they are, but I don't want to tell the story because I feel like people have come up with so many notions of what the song's about that I don't want to give it away too much. But I think this was, Joe just wanted to mishmash a bunch of different styles together.
Yeah, it's definitely the longest one with the most bits like sort of sewn together. It's kind of random choice for the first song, but I think everyone likes it.
It's the new Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's just play it. Let's go for it, and we'll chat more with Fat Dog after this. So that was King of the Slugs. It's by Fat Dog. They are my live guests on this month's Music Discovery show here on Soho Radio. And I've got Morgan and Chris. And we did just go for a pancake break in the middle of that.
Answer these questions. Morgan's still chewing.
I'm still eating my
I
pancake,
can confirm this pancake is lit.
Very, 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 very lemony.
Thank you, Gillian.
Zesty.
I think I just need to make that like a prerequisite every time I have a guest now. We have a pancake break. In
Pancake
the middle.
day every day.
Yeah.
Only do
That's
interviews
not a
on
bad
Pancake
idea.
Day.
Yeah, exactly.
Just one interview a year.
Yeah, one a year, and it's really it's very special. So
Esteemed guests.
the tune is King of the Slugs. I have to admit, like, I think it captured my imagination, just the fact that it's called King of the Slugs. Because at university, I'm not proud of it, but we had a slug problem in my uni house. It was
really
disgusting.
niche.
Yeah, it was really niche. And there was like a time where literally you'd like come down in the morning, and we'd been out on a night out or whatever, and we'd come in, and it was like Slugmageddon.
Slugs on your forehead and stuff.
Yeah, and then
I went to the beach on my birthday the other day, and my mum had a slug just like on her face, and she's gonna be annoyed at me for saying this on the radio.
Wee, Morgan's mum.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of a bit Slugmageddon, just like on the cheek,
on her
just
cheek.
randomly.
And she didn't
Ew,
realise.
that's
Yeah, she just
Whoa.
turned around from driving, and I was like, "You got something there."
Please, I've just eaten.
And it was a slug. Yeah, they're kind of weird, aren't they?
Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah, no one wanted to deal with them. And then I think there was some kind of, if you pour salt on them or something.
Yeah, but
that's
that is
horrific.
horrible.
Which
We
now,
care about slugs' rights in this.
thinking
Slug,
exactly, thinking back on that is not not good on the slug rights vibe, and I'm not proud of it.
You know, there's the other method where you just make like a thing of beer, and slugs love beer, and they just all go into the pub. They drown in it, but you know, that's like the more British way of doing it. You know, don't need to assault them. Let them go out drunk and happy.
Yeah, thankfully, the Slugmageddon never returned. Maybe just like got better at cleaning. I don't know. Anyway, King of the Slugs, such a good tune. And Fat Dog, it's just really exciting. You guys have got so much fun stuff happening. Like, you're about to go to South by Southwest, aren't you?
Yeah.
How are you feeling about America? And there's a New York show and an LA. Like, how are you feeling about that first?
Well, feeling good about all of it except for the planes. You know,
right.
Just hoping the doors stay on. Just seeing what's been happening.
There's been a lot of
weird plane stuff going on.
Yeah.
I've never done a flight more than like 2 hours before.
Me and Joe also hate flying.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. He grips my leg. I grip his leg. It's like we're both giving birth at the same time. Just like absolutely terrified.
You need the boiled sweets at the beginning.
Yeah. Our boiled sweet is just 2 double rum and cokes.
Okay,
and we started going to the airport like an hour early so that me and him can kind of like say our last rites in the Wetherspoons.
I love it. Oh, well, hopefully the flights will be fine and then the gigs will be amazing.
Yeah.
Have you had any like, are you seeing how the band is starting to get picked up in America yet? Or is it sort of like open plane?
I've got some contacts.
Yeah.
I've got no clue really. I don't know anything about America. I didn't even know where LA was, and I didn't realize how long the flight back from that end is. I was like, wrong end to get home.
Yeah.
But first time.
Yeah,
I think it's going good. I got some family in New York, some family in LA, and some family in Texas as well. So
amazing. It'd
be nice to go see them. They like the music, but they have to say that. So.
Yeah. Very nice to see some faces that you know, like coming.
Yeah, be great.
Yeah, how amazing. And then is there an album in the works? What are you working on?
There's been an album in the works for about 10 years now.
Yeah.
It's in the works.
Imagine someone says no to that. Imagine like, nah. We just thought we'd just only do singles.
We just thought we'd start a band, do 2 epic singles,
and
get loads of
fade out,
and then not do anything else. Yeah. That would be quite good actually. Yeah.
Maybe we'll talk to Joe about that.
I'm chewing this pancake into this mic like so much. I need to step back.
Some visceral chewing. It's
like ASMR.
Yeah. What stage is it at, or is it sort of hush hush at the moment?
Good stage.
Yeah. Everything is good.
It's all hush hush.
Coming together, hush hush.
Yeah, I'm not pulling rank on describing too much about it. But
no.
Got some good collaborations in there.
Epic. And did you work with James Ford on some of the... Yeah. Actually just played... he worked on the Beth Gibbons, the new Portishead.
Yeah, I was listening to that on the way here. I really like that.
Yeah, I love it. He's a total legend,
solid
isn't he?
guy.
Yeah. So talk to me a bit about, okay, we can't talk about album, but the 2 singles that you have made. What was it like in the studio making those?
I mean, for us, it was pretty easy.
Yeah, it was like one live take, which was quite simple, and then a lot of layers, which was less simple.
Yeah, I think that's the nice thing about studio stuff is that you can, you get your tracks down, like the main stems, and then you can kind of experiment a bit where you can be like, we don't do this live, but we have the opportunity now to put a bunch of stuff that we want to put on it live, see how it sounds, and then you can develop both sides. Like we used to play King of the Slugs in a different way, and because of the way we've added a bunch of stuff in it. Because of being in the studio, so that's always really cool. Yeah,
because there's so much energy that is like fizzes out of your tracks. It sort of like punches you in the face. And it like just that, and I'm wondering, is that more the like because that must be how the live then translates onto record. Like it must capture that energy live as well.
Yeah, it's definitely energetic. Live as well.
Yeah. I feel like you captured that live sound, even if there's overdubs and stuff. It's like on the record, I think it sounds
done okay.
Packs that punch, And then you've got London's Electric Ballroom in Camden in April.
Yep.
Simple Things in Bristol, great festival in Bristol. Electric Ballroom is Camden, a place of
Electric Brixton.
Oh, sorry, I put Electric Ballroom in Camden.
It's Electric Beef. So
Electric Brixton. Yeah. Okay, so Brixton, is that a place? So is that somewhere?
Yeah, that'd be really cool because I saw some of the first bands that I saw in London there. I saw Mac DeMarco there when I was like 14. That was a good old time. Yeah, it's you know my dad actually, before it was called Electric Brixton, it was called The Fridge.
Yeah.
And
I
back in the day,
yeah.
my dad used to do like because he had his band, he used to do stuff there for like industry nights back when you just had like tape things that you would show to people, or they'd come see bands, be like, oh yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So I like that place a lot.
I saw quite a funny thing on the Windmill Instagram saying Fat Dog have made it. They've made it like 100 meters down the road.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's quite nice to be nipped because obviously we used to play at the Windmill a lot, and then we've made it just down the road.
Yeah. You now made it. Next stop, Brixton Academy.
Yeah. Just keep going further and further down the road.
The triangle of music.
The
sonic triangle of Brixton.
Yeah. So Chris, so is your dad very musical then? He's in a band?
Yeah, he was. He'd never. He's been in so many bands though. He wouldn't call himself a musician though. He'd call himself a singer-songwriter.
Yeah.
But I don't know. He was in bands in Bournemouth. He was in bands in Philly. He like went to art school. Bournemouth and Philly did that. And he had a band here called Once in the MMMPS.
Okay.
Which was good. His stage name Jimmy Once. And it's kind of like. Mark, Paul, Steve.
Okay, nice. So it's sort of like ran in the family. And when you guys got together as a band, was there anything like in terms of influences that you guys were like, this is the kind of music we want to make, or did you just really just sort of like? We
all have quite different tastes
Super
in
different
music, but I think we have like a clear idea of what we want the live to be like. Like we all want the live to be very like hit really strong and be quite energetic.
Yeah.
So
I think
good.
Our difference in music taste is kind of a strength.
Yeah.
It means that we can.
Everyone's just really critical of everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically.
We're really, really critical of everything that doesn't sound like our thing.
Yeah,
but
there's always one person like that. I hate
strives us to always push forwards. You can't rest on your laurels because no one's satisfied at once.
Yeah.
No one has ever been 100% satisfied with anything. No.
So does there just come a point whenever you guys are making stuff that it's just someone just has to go, okay, and kind of roll over? Like a dog.
Yeah.
And sort of just go, actually, like, okay.
That's the new Fat Dog. We roll over like dogs.
Have you had any funny tour stories yet?
Probably like everything
every
we
single
do.
tour story.
Any funny things that have happened?
I'm trying to think. Just ending up in the wrong place and being so confused as to how you got there.
I'm trying to think of anything I can say that won't like
bring
trust
up
me.
A
fight. And it's like, is there anything that's actually a funny laughing about moment now?
Are you getting crowd surfers yet?
Yeah. We get a bunch of them. Yeah, I crowd surfed the other day. That was silly. It was my birthday. We played a birthday gig.
I was talking to Joe and I noticed on the video afterwards. At the time, I just didn't look up.
You know what? One of the things that happens a lot that's really funny is just Joe slipping.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's a really good one in Holland, I think.
It was so funny.
It was so like slapstick comedy, and it was we got a final song. It's called Bassy One. That's not a real name. That's what we call it. And there's like the big Bassy One bass drop, and he normally like goes wow and does like a shout, and then that's
he
a drop.
Jumped in the air, going wow.
Yeah, he jumped in the air, slipped on some.
He slipped on his
floor.
own sweat, basically.
Yeah, and fell like right on his bum, like exactly at the moment of the drop.
Where he went from horizontal or vertical to horizontal.
Yeah.
It was so in time though. It was like perfectly written.
You just hear his voice go, "Wah!" No one saw that. No one saw that.
No one saw
with
that.
Loads
while
of
on
delay
stage.
and reverb.
Yeah.
No.
No one saw it. Did anyone capture it?
I think someone did because I definitely saw a video of it.
I heard audio of it. Yeah. Him going and then no one saw that.
That's
There's nothing better than a comedy fall, is there? It's just so good when you just see someone fall over and it's like. So is he a bit accident prone, or have you got broken bones to be worried?
We're all really accident prone.
Yeah. Maybe a few broken bones. If I ask you again,
it is mainly Joe getting the injuries though. Like Ben smashed his bass into Joe's face while he was singing by accident.
Oh, yeah, we thought he might pass out.
He was trying so hard to keep going though. Props to the guy.
That gig was weird as well because I found like some blonde wig like on the ground and then put it on, but then Joe got in the crowd and then he turned back around. I think he was like a tiny bit concussed maybe.
And he just
I
didn't
had like
recognise
long blonde hair
Morgan
instantly, and he was like, "What the hell?"
Whoa.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Yeah.
That was good. I was wearing like antlers or something.
Yeah.
Joe definitely thought he was having a fever dream or something.
Well, let's play the latest single. This is All the Same. There we go. All the Same by Fat Dog, my live guests on the show. We've got Chris and Morgan here. How are you going to go in for another pancake for the road?
You know what? I don't know if I can.
Maybe after the interview.
Maybe.
Yeah, afterwards.
Yeah, let me indulge my voice after the business is concluded.
It was the perfect sugary hit. Thank you, Julian.
I'm bouncing out my stool now.
So guys, yeah, all the same. Can you just tell me a bit about that track?
Yeah.
Another banger.
Definitely.
Another absolute banger.
Yeah. Well, that's a song about reminiscing.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell the story?
Yeah, it's a story about a man who is so dissatisfied with his life, and he has 2 kids or so, and he's just so annoyed by them. So he decides he's going to go back in time to when he was a younger man having fun, and kick himself in the old crown jewels, so that he can't have kids. And live. Yeah.
Yeah. And then his kids just sort of dissolve.
Fade away like ghosts.
Okay, cool. That's it. I'll listen to it with new ears next time.
Yeah.
It sounds wicked. Is there anything else that we can talk about coming up that I haven't mentioned?
We're going to Ireland this week.
Yeah, we are. Like day after Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Amazing. What are you doing there? Shows.
Play songs.
Yeah. Going to Limerick and Galway. We've only ever been to Dublin before.
Yeah, it'd be nice to spread out a bit further than Dublin.
Yeah.
I like Dublin.
I don't really like Dublin.
It's like the Disneyland of Ireland.
Yeah.
It's
I had
like,
bad memories last time I was very feverish. We were in like a youth hostel. And then we went to Costa and I was like coughing up yellow phlegm and things.
It's never nice.
Yeah. But it's probably a nice place. I just didn't really enjoy it that one time.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the people there are great. There's some nice pubs there, but it's like, I swear, it's like Edinburgh, where like most people who are there aren't from there, and so that was like, didn't feel like the most authentic Irish experience to me.
Whereas this time,
we're going Limerick.
In Limerick the whole time.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
Do some Irish dancing.
There once was a man from Nantucket.
And carry on. Next line. What would the next line be?
I can't say it.
Well, thank you so much, Morgan and Chris, for coming in. It's been really nice to meet you, and super hyped for the time ahead for Fat Dog.
Yeah, thank you.
And,
thank you very much.
Thanks for the pancakes as well.
Yeah, thanks for the pancakes, and thank you for coming in. And I'll catch you guys soon. I'll keep tabs on your journey, and then come to a show later this year. Yeah. Thanks so much, Morgan and Chris from Fat Dog.
Cheers.
On Soho Radio.